around the world, there is a greater and greater feeling of unrest. The intuitive aspects of each person is beginning to awaken, for the energy atmosphere of the planet is resonating with the focus of attention placed upon this single planet by the entire galaxy. Your fellow awake and aware co-inhabitants are certainly noticing what is going on here. This is different from the suffocating, direct manipulative energies that are being diffused upon your conscious awareness. The galactic attention is coming through energies too subtle to be picked up by mechanistic methods in use by those of focused dark intent. The opposition must attain its ends by employing methods of suppression of the natural expansive movement of thought within manifested form. What is flowing into your mass consciousness from the galaxy that surrounds you is of a natural, expansive quality. It is received within the awareness and then follows its expansive nature and arrives exponentially outward into conscious awareness as dreams and sleep patterns that are not restful. The governing factor with regard to the receiving of this galactic message is the degree to which the inner awareness of each individual being has been suppressed. How slow is the vibratory rate of the being? Can it still receive the stimulation of the higher and more rapid vibration of this galactic thought form? Can it still receive the stimulation of the higher and more rapid vibration of this galactic thought form? This is not a message of condolence that is being sent by sympathetic individuals. That is a trick of the lower dark energies, another of their suppression techniques. Rather, this is a focus of stimulation so that the receptors of light, which hold each in focus, may be returned to greater use. So you begin to see that there are two foci of energy in motion, one of suppression and one of stimulation. I prefer not to use terminology of war here, but it can be noted that the battle for this planet is already underway, not as depicted with carnage everywhere being created by both sides, but in the claiming and the retaining of soul energies. The one side is planning for many, the other for all. Remember, if one tiny unit of energy is truly destroyed, then the totality of all is lost. The source of all that is expansive in nature. The energy can change form through what appears to be the rise and fall, the birth and death of form. But the energy that is at the very basis of this phenomenon is always present. A polarity always exists within the format of this ever-present energy. However, it does not have to be present in the format of what you perceive as evil dark forces. That opposite polarity is another subject. What we must understand is that what appears to be the opposite polarity in the experience of planet Earth is an aberration, a distorted use of this polarity in energy. It is the exception, not the norm. The more clearly that we understand what is available to us within the context of this situation, the more easily we will be able to maintain the focus on our purpose within energies that are in motion around and through us. It is easier to succumb to the energies of suppression in some moments of time than to maintain our focus upon the stimulating energies that are acting within us. The battle is not upon the surface of the planet, as you have been told, but it is within the individual awareness, and it is by definition also within the planetary awareness. It is either understood or misunderstood that within the planetary awareness, the minds of humanity in combination are the conscious awareness of the planet itself. Therefore, the transformation of the planet, earned by her through her repeated motherhood of evolving civilizations, hinges upon the transformation of her current resident civilization. We can begin to understand that the unity of this evolvement process brings forth the potential for misuse. This inner coagulation of energetic purpose is organized for the process of transcendence. The polar opposite, conceived one world suppression rather than planetary expansive transformation into higher dimensional vibratory experience. With the presence of so much heavy energy, thought exchange between the planetary inhabitants, mind-to-mind exchange of conceptual understanding has reached a very low ebb. This has resulted in a proliferation of mechanized communication, each representing the abilities once in common use by us without a manifested device to make it possible. With the rapid advance of these technologies, through the focus on heavy, slow, vibratory manifestation, what appears to be marvelous advancement is indeed quite the opposite. It represents a loss of ability to focus the formative, expansive use of the power of thought inherent within all creation. Sleight of mind is at work again, diverting your attention from the potentiality of creating outward from within through the use of the outer mind activity of analysis and manipulation of your manifested reality. The natural flow would be toward the exploration of the inner awareness and manifesting outward into your realities the greater experiences to be found there. Where do you think the greater people serving ideas come from? Instead, these are being twisted into people suppressing uses right before your eyes while you fail to observe what is at work. All the while, you are watching the show being staged, diverting your attention. So now the fun begins in earnest. We are making our final attempts to reach the inner awareness of as many as possible